WrestleMania 41 is just around the corner, and this year's Mania is shaping up to be a really interesting one. I think we're going to witness a lot of twists and turns, but with that being said, let's dive into what I think will be going down this year. Going through the match card in no real order, but saving the two main events till the end, let's start with the World Heavyweight title match between Gunther and Jey Uso. I, like many, was surprised when Jey won the Rumble. The build for this match has been going on for a long time but has gotten better recently. But I think this is an easy one to predict. I think Jey will defeat Gunther and become the new World Heavyweight Champion. Gunther has beat Jey a number of times, and this match will be similar to last year where Sami Zayn beat Gunther. This will be the happy moment WWE will give us when Jey wins and the whole crowd and stadium yeet along in celebrations. Next up is Rey Mysterio vs Chad Gable, aka El Grande Americano. I think this will be another easy one to predict. I think it's safe to say that this will be an incredible match, and then I'm predicting that Rey Mysterio will get the win and then unmask Mr. Americano at the end to reveal he is in fact, if anyone had any doubts, Chad Gable. Moving on to a match I personally can't wait for, which is the WWE Women's Championship match between Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. The promos have actually made this match one of the ones I'm looking forward to the most, honestly just to see if things get a bit too real for WWE's liking. But at the end, my prediction is that we will see another title change here, with Charlotte winning the title and then this feud continuing with Tiffany chasing. Next up is AJ Styles vs Logan Paul. I'm going to go for a Logan Paul win here. This match just seems to be put together as a who can we find to have a good match with Logan. The build hasn't really been that good. I think WWE may be slowly placing AJ into the role of using him to push others, which is kind of a shame as I think AJ still has one more run at the top left in him. But overall, I think we will see one of Logan's stooges get involved again and help Logan get the win. Moving on, next is the Drew McIntyre vs Damian Priest street fight. In my opinion, there should only be really one winner here, which is Drew. Drew just seems to be levels ahead of Damian at this stage. The work he's put in the last 2 years or so has been incredible, and many actually felt Drew deserved a better spot on this show, and I wouldn't argue with that. You could make the argument that Damian needs the win here more than Drew, but in my opinion, Drew will win here and then move on to the world title picture. Next up is Naomi vs Jade Cargill. I actually think the build to this match has been pretty good, to be fair. I like the new heel Naomi, and Jade has played her role also. I believe this will be Jade Cargill's first ever singles match on a WWE PLE, and so I predict that despite the great job that Naomi's doing, Jade Cargill will win the match, and this will be the big coming out party for Jade that WWE has been hoping for a while. Next up is the women's triple threat match for the world title, and this is a very interesting one in terms of routes WWE could take. I was leaning towards either Rhea or Bianca winning here, but then again I look at the other title matches at WrestleMania and know of course not all titles will change hands, and so I think Io Sky will retain the title and win this match. I think in the build up, the way Rhea and Bianca have been big timing Io will mean that they will find a way to screw each other, and Io will take advantage and win the match and remain champion. Moving on to the US title match between Jacob Fatu and LA Knight, and I have a feeling that Solo Sikoa and the rest of the Bloodline will have a part to play here. I also think we may see some new members of the Bloodline debut here also. Jacob has become more and more popular recently, and so I predict that we will see a new US champion when Jacob Fatu beats LA Knight. Looking at the Fatal 4-Way match for the IC title next, and I think this match will be the usual where we see Finn and Dominic work together but then ultimately start fighting against each other. I'm a huge fan of Bron Breakker, but I do have a feeling that this will be Dominic Mysterio's first big win at WrestleMania, so that's what I'm going for. Dom will be the new IC champ. Next is the match for the World Tag Team Championships between the War Raiders and the New Day, and this match just seems a bit underwhelming for a WrestleMania match. My prediction is that the War Raiders will win and retain their titles. Moving on to the women's tag team title match between Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. I think this is one of the easiest ones to predict. I think Liv Morgan and Raquel will win and retain their titles after Bayley turns on Lyra and turns heel in the process, which I think is long overdue for Bayley at this stage. Now, before we get to the main event, we all know that Randy Orton will have a match at WrestleMania, but the question is against who? I think it'll either be the returning Aleister Black or maybe Solo Sikoa, but I'm hoping it'll be Nick Aldis. And finally, let's move on to the main event, starting with the Night 1 main event, which is the triple threat match between CM Punk, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. Despite having no title on the line, for me this is the most intriguing match on the show. There are so many different things that can happen here. We all know what the favour is now, but I still feel we're in for a few surprises here. But my prediction is that CM Punk will be the winner here after Paul Heyman screws Roman the win after he has Seth Rollins beat. I think this will ultimately lead to Heyman reuniting with CM Punk full time and consequently turning them both heel and feuding with the babyface Roman. I wouldn't be surprised if the main event on SummerSlam is CM Punk vs Roman in a singles match. But this is what I think will go down in the main event of Night 1. And finally, we move on to the main event of WrestleMania, Cody Rhodes versus John Cena for the WWE title. With this prediction, I'm trying to balance what I think will happen versus what I want to happen. If it was up to me, I would have John Cena win the title and break the record. If the record is to be broken, why do it anywhere else other than WrestleMania? With that being said, this all falls on what role the final boss, Dwayne, will have to play. Is it too simple to say that The Rock will interfere and cost Cody the title and help Cena win? I have a feeling that it is, but I'm going with it anyways. My prediction is that John Cena will break the record and become 17-time world champ. I think we'll see a ton of interference not only from The Rock but others as well. I feel Cena will eventually drop the title back to Cody before he retires, but come WrestleMania Sunday, we will witness history as John Cena wins number 17. So there you have it, those are my WrestleMania predictions, but please let me know yours below and what you think will happen. Super looking forward to this year's WrestleMania and hopefully you guys are too. So thanks for watching and I'll catch you on the next one.